A number of people are seen on various videos throwing punches, including a new video that has just been made public. It shows the moments leading up to the fight.
New video is emerging today, giving insight into the wild brawl gripping the nation. The video was taken on board the riverboat. You can see the passengers are frustrated because that pontoon boat was blocking them from coming into the pier. They've been waiting 45 minutes to disembark after a pleasant dinner cruise on the Alabama River in Montgomery, Alabama. At one point, they cheer on the co-captain as he confronts the boaters. They begin to chant, "Get out of the way."
Can we all just get along?
So, I don't know if you've heard, if you saw the clip from last week about the brawl that happened in Montgomery, Alabama.
I know
Have you
nothing.
heard about it?
I have not heard.
You have not heard about it?
No, sir.
Okay, so it was a major brawl that happened between a bunch of white boaters and the sea captain from a riverboat who happened to be black.
Just happened to be black.
He was the black co-captain of the riverboat.
Okay.
Okay. So roll the clip so that we can show you what is going on, even though you probably heard about it, but Jeremy hasn't yet.
We parked anyway.
So what happened, Ollie?
Okay, so the story goes that the black pontoon boat was parked there illegally. That's where the riverboat was supposed to park, and they had been telling the owners of the boat to move the boat for like 45 minutes. The riverboat.
Wait. So the black boat was parked illegally,
The black boat was parked illegally.
and the white boat was trying to park.
The riverboat.
Oh,
the riverboat.
my bad. The riverboat.
It was a riverboat
Okay.
full of passengers, you know, the ones that tour the bay and that kind of stuff, right? And they were telling them for 45 minutes to move the boat, but they weren't moving the boat. So the co-captain of the riverboat decided to get off on the dock and move the boat himself because there was no way for the riverboat to park unless that boat was moved.
All right. Well, yeah.
The owners of the boat decided to confront the riverboat captain or co-captain as to why he was touching their boat, why he was moving their boat. Words got exchanged, got a little bit heated, and then as you saw, one of the guys attacked the riverboat captain. Cat flew off, and it was on like Donkey Kong, and that's when the fight started.
Let's roll the clip and see some more footage.
Right there, people just running over and joining. Then it just turned into this massive all-out brawl, groups punching, shoving, kicking. At one point, someone even ends up in the water. The mayor says they are now investigating the incident.
Something that we take very seriously and deliberately, as with any matter that happens throughout our city regarding public safety. We are fully engaged, and we are doing all of our due diligence to find out exactly what took place.
What I want to know is, was this a race thing or is this a drunk thing? What are your thoughts?
It was probably a drunk thing. It just so happened to be the white owners of the boat attacked the black co-captain.
Yeah, it happens
Those
a lot.
white owners, quite honestly, probably felt that they didn't have to do anything. There's a whole privilege going on that they didn't want to move their boat.
White privilege.
And,
We can say it. We
yeah,
can say
probably
it.
white privilege. The fact that they were drunk probably didn't help.
Nope.
And the fact that somebody was telling them to move, who just happened to be black, probably didn't help either.
No.
But
it
you
made
had
it on the
five guys
news.
jumping on one dude.
Yeah.
Black or white, you had it was a 5-on-1, 6-on-1 fight.
Yeah,
They even punch. If you see, they even punch the white crew member who's like 16 in the stomach. One of the older guys punched the guy in the stomach. So once the boat finally docked, a bunch of the passengers who happened to be black decided to go ahead and back up the captain, right? And that's when the all-out brawl escalated even more.
The Riverfront Rumble is being seen around the world, and we're learning more today about how it all started and why it erupted into a pitched battle with racial overtones. When the riverboat finally docks, some passengers and crew get involved, and there's a free-for-all. This woman was thrown into the water.
Well, I will say, in this situation, I get it. You know what I mean? One guy's getting beat up by multiple people. I would step in, no matter what color I am, just to help that individual.
To help the guy, right? Of course.
Especially if I knew they were in the right, you know, and they were trying to get their group, their passengers, you know, back to shore safely, and someone else was obstructing. Thank you, obstructing the lane of traffic there. You know, when it comes to whatever the sea rules are. I'm not a captain. I don't know what that's about, but I can tell you, if you wait 45 minutes or longer, I'd be pissed off.
Yeah, they were waiting 45 minutes. You can hear in the background the chant. They're telling them to move out of the way.
I think whatever happened was justified. I mean, yes, maybe someone shouldn't touch whoever's property it is, but if your property is blocking the right of way,
and you've been told to move,
and it's the right of way,
yep,
for the cruise ship or the larger vessel, whatever it is, I think you need to move. You need to move. Yeah. So pretty up.
Yeah. So it got out of hand, as you can see. Women from the boat group got involved. From the group that jumped the guy, drunk women got involved. You can see clearly that there was a guy jumped with a white folding chair who got his inner WWE
over the head with the folding chair again and again.
Waiting for his WWE moment and started using the folding chair on whoever he could smack.
I want to comment on that, but first I want to comment on the guy who jumped in the water to save his fellow crewmen. Let's talk about that guy. Re-roll camera, bam. Look at this guy swimming through the water here. Now, let's talk about him.
He's the teenager being hailed a hero for swimming to the rescue in the midst of that ugly riverfront brawl.
That boy swimming his over out.
The teen leaps off a riverboat after seeing his coworker being beaten on the dock. The 16-year-old is now being dubbed a real-life Aquaman. On social media, he is a sensation.
The guy that jumped in the water to help, they're now calling him Jamichael Phelps.
Jamichael Phelps. I heard Michael B. Phelps.
A family spokesperson praises him as showcasing courage beyond his years.
All right, so you can see he was another crew member from the riverboat, jumped in the water because he saw his co-captain was being, assaulted.
Yeah.
Right? So he jumped in the water to help. 16-year-old kid jumped in the water, swam across to the dock to help his co-captain. All right, so what do you think about that?
Well, I mean, everyone calls him a national hero now on television, I mean, he made it just in the nick of time. From what I saw, it seemed like the fight kind of died out, but then it built back up, and there was a whole massive brawl that ensued. I mean, he did what a lot of people were afraid to do.
He did.
I give him credit on that. It's very admirable. Obviously he was a younger male. He probably wasn't even 18 based off the way he looked.
I said he was 16 years old.
He was 16. So,
16.
He was an underage male, and he did what a lot of people don't have the nerve to do, or the balls. I'll just say it. The balls to do at this point. I commend him for that. Let's talk about the guy with the chair.
The guy with the chair got his inner WWE on.
Yeah.
Where that chair came from, we don't know. But he found a white folding chair, the kind of white chair, plastic chair you'd see at weddings. And he used that thing like they would in a WWE fight. Wrestling match. He hit a couple of guys. He hit a lady. But you know what? People talking about him hitting the lady, but she jumped in the brawl. She tried to put hands on some of the other people. So, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Like, she may have been trying to break it up.
No, she was throwing punches.
Well, she could have.
She was getting involved.
I saw hands, but I didn't see that. That's
she
disputable.
She threw hands.
I think what we're trying to say is, watch the footage, watch the news clip, give us your thoughts, your feedback. Let us know what you think.
Two bald dudes.